essentially leaving the trash in your brain to rot. To optimize this, you must master your circadian rhythm. View natural sunlight within 30 minutes of waking up to set your internal clock. In the evening, dim your lights. Use amber-tinted glasses to block blue light from your devices, which tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. Your goal is a cool, dark, and silent environment that allows your brain to perform its nightly deep clean. Your brain is also the most expensive organ in your body to maintain. It represents only 2% of your body weight, but consumes 20% of your energy. Therefore, the quality of your fuel dictates the quality of your thoughts. The modern Western diet, high in processed seed oils and refined sugars, is a direct assault on brain health. These foods trigger the inflammaging we discussed earlier. To counter this, we look to the mind diet. Focus on the big three for the brain. Fatty fish like sardines and salmon for omega-3s, which make up the structural integrity of your brain cells. Berries, specifically blueberries, which contain anthocyanins that have been shown to improve signaling between neurons, and extra virgin olive oil, which contains oleocanthal, a natural anti-inflammatory. But it's not just what you eat, but when you eat. Intermittent fasting, or even simple time-restricted feeding, triggers autophagy. This is your body's way of recycling old, damaged cell parts. By giving your digestive system a 14-hour break overnight, you allow your body to focus its energy on cellular repair rather than processing food. In the world of longevity, we also look at targeted supplementation. However, supplements should never replace a solid foundation of sleep and diet. For the aging brain, certain molecules show immense promise. First is vitamin B12 and folate. Many seniors have low stomach acid, which makes it hard to absorb B12 from food, leading to brain shrinkage and memory gaps. Supplementing with a methylated B complex can be a game changer. Second is magnesium threonate. Unlike other forms of magnesium, this specific type can cross the blood-brain barrier effectively, helping to calm an overactive nervous system and enhance synaptic plasticity. Finally, we have the emerging field of senolytics and NAD+ precursors. These are compounds designed to clear out zombie cells, old cells that refuse to die and instead sit in your tissues, secreting inflammatory signals. While this is cutting-edge science, the message is clear. We are getting closer to being able to recharge our cellular batteries. Always work with a healthcare practitioner to tailor these tools to your specific needs. As we move deeper into the habits of longevity, we must address the soft science that is just as vital as the hard science. Loneliness is more toxic to the brain than smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Chronic isolation spikes cortisol levels, which literally withers the hippocampus, the brain's memory center. Meaningful social connection and a sense of purpose, or ikigai, act as a protective shield. People who feel they have a reason to get up in the morning, whether it's volunteering, mentoring, or caring for a garden, show significantly slower rates of cognitive decline. Your brain needs a reason to stay sharp. It needs to feel needed. This is why staying active in your community and maintaining deep friendships is not just a social choice, it is a neurological one. In addition to social health, physical movement is a non-negotiable requirement for a young brain. When you move your body, you are effectively pumping brain fuel to your head. Aerobic exercise increases the blood flow to the regions of the brain responsible for memory and executive function. Even a brisk 20-minute walk has been shown to increase the size of the hippocampus. Strength training is equally important. Maintaining muscle mass as you age is closely linked to maintaining cognitive function. Every time your muscles contract against resistance, they release myokines, signaling molecules that travel to the brain and protect it against stress. So, here is your action plan for the decades ahead. Choose one new skill to learn this week. Fix your sleep environment tonight. Add 1 cup of berries to your breakfast tomorrow. Go for a walk and call a friend. Aging is a gift denied to many. Don't just spend these years, invest them. Your brain has the wisdom of decades. Now give it the biological vitality to express that wisdom. The fear of memory loss can be overwhelming, but knowledge is your greatest tool. By prioritizing your sleep, challenging your mind with new skills, and nourishing your body with real food, you are taking control of your future. You are preserving your stories, your wisdom, and your independence. Your brain has been with you through every joy and every challenge of your life. Now is the time to give back to it. Stay sharp, stay curious, and remember, your best years are still ahead of you. Thank you for listening, and may your mind remain vibrant and clear for all the years to come. But our journey into brain longevity does not stop at nutrition and sleep. We must also look at the invisible world around us, the environment in which our brain lives every single day. One of the most overlooked biohacks for the aging mind is environmental optimization. As we age, our blood-brain barrier, the protective shield that keeps toxins out of our neural tissue, can become more permeable or leaky. This means that the air we breathe and the chemicals we encounter in our homes have a direct impact on our cognitive clarity. Modern homes are often filled with silent brain killers, like volatile organic compounds from synthetic fragrances, harsh cleaning chemicals, and even hidden mold. For a senior brain, these can trigger a state of constant low. Welcome to a journey into the most sophisticated organ in the known universe, your brain. If you are watching this, it is because you value the most precious asset you own, your mind. For generations, we were told a frightening lie. We were taught that as we cross the threshold of 60 or 70, our brains must naturally wither, our memories must fade, and our clarity must vanish. We were taught to accept senior moments as the beginning of an inevitable decline. But today, we stand at the frontier of a biological revolution. Modern neuroscience, through the lens of longevity science, has proven that the brain is not a static organ, it is plastic. This means it can rewire, regrow, and re-strengthen itself until the very last breath we take. This masterclass is designed to dismantle the myths of aging and dive deep into the cellular mechanics of memory, the hidden toxins in our modern world, and the precise protocols you can start today to ensure your mind stays as sharp as a razor for decades to come. This is not just about avoiding disease, it is about achieving cognitive excellence in your golden years. To win the war against cognitive decline, we must first identify the enemies at the gates. There are three primary forces that age the human brain prematurely: inflammation, glycation, and oxidative stress. Let's start with what scientists call inflammaging. This is a state of chronic, low-grade inflammation that simmers throughout the body and eventually breaches the blood-brain barrier. When your brain is inflamed, your neurons cannot communicate effectively. It's like trying to have a conversation in a room full of static noise. Next is glycation. This happens when excess sugar in your blood bonds with proteins, creating harmful compounds called advanced glycation end products, appropriately shortened to AGEs. These compounds literally caramelize your brain tissue, making it less flexible and more prone to damage. Finally, there is oxidative stress, the rusting of your brain cells caused by unstable molecules called free radicals. However, the most powerful tool in your arsenal against these enemies is neuroplasticity. Imagine your brain as a vast forest. Your thoughts and habits are the paths. If you walk the same path every day for 40 years, that path becomes a deep trench, while the rest of the forest becomes overgrown and inaccessible. To keep your brain young, you must blaze new trails. This requires cognitive novelty. Passive activities, like watching television or even reading books in a genre you've read for years, do not challenge the brain enough to trigger growth. You need productive frustration. This is the feeling you get when you try to learn a complex new skill, like digital photography, a foreign language, or a strategic game like bridge or chess. That feeling of "this is hard" is actually the feeling of your brain secreting brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. Think of BDNF as Miracle-Gro for your brain. It repairs failing neurons and signals the growth of new ones. Aim for 30 minutes of a new-to-you skill at least 4 times a week. Don't aim for perfection, aim for the struggle, because the struggle is where the healing happens. Beyond mental exercise, we must discuss the most underrated biohack in existence, sleep. For a long time, we thought of sleep as a luxury. Science now tells us it is a non-negotiable biological necessity for brain detoxification. Every night while you are in deep NREM sleep, a remarkable process occurs. Your brain cells actually